And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. This afternoon, we're watching and reacting to the Formula One Mexican Grand Prix 2025, Mexico City, Ciudad de México, Gran Premio en vivo de la Formula 1. Lando Norris on pole, Oscar Piastri 7th, Max Verstappen 5th. Lando can lead the championship if places hold and he wins today. So that'll be interesting. But we'll be on our way. And we'll have some fun with it. We're here. We're ready to go. Let's have some fun. Formula One, Mexican Grand Prix. The Ferrari, Leclerc, and Hamilton 2-3. This is going to be fun, I hope. How we doing, Isaiah? How we doing? GG's about last night. GG's to you, because the Dodgers beat our ass. How we doing, Dillon? Never thought this series would be that easy, though. But let's move on to the Formula One and then MLS playoffs today, because today's an off day for the MLB, so I'm even busier today. That's kind of crazy if you think about it, but so be it, right? Let's look at the Canadian Premier League, by the way. How that going? Oh, no. Ottawa's beaten Forge 2-1. Oof. Okay. Forge is about to lose to Ottawa. Oh, no. Which means Ottawa could host the final, or will host the final, if they hold on and win. Oh, no. And we will begin Mexico Grand Prix. We'll keep an eye on that. 4 more rounds after today, and Lando Norris, if things go his way, he will be leading the championship going into Brazil, where it all fell apart for him last year. Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City is where they are today. 71 laps. Nice. And the stadium is there. The tires today, the soft tire, the C5 soft, the C4 medium, and the C2 hard tire today. Round 20 of the Formula One World Championship this season. Oscar Piastri might lose his lead finally. And the starting grid today, starting in 20th, Franco Colapinto. 19th, Lance Stroll. 18th, Pierre Gasly. 17th, Alex Albon. 16th, Gabriel Bortoletu. 15th, Liam Lawson. Starting 14th, Fernando Alonso. Starting 13th, Hülkenberg. Starting 12th, Carlos Sainz. Starting 11th, Esteban Ocon. The top half of the grid, starting 10th, Yuki Tsunoda. Starting 9th, Ollie Behrman. Starting 8th, Isaac Hadjar. Starting 7th, Oscar Piastri, the championship leader for now. Starting 6th, Kimi Antonelli. Starting 5th, Max Verstappen. 3rd place, and probably, would stay 3rd place. Starting 4th, George Russell. Starting 3rd, Lewis Hamilton. And the front row, starting 2nd, Charles Leclerc. And at pole position, starting 1st, Lando Norris, with a possibility to take the lead, the World Drivers' Championship, if it all goes his way. Yeah, I am. I'm still wearing orange for McLaren, so it's fine. With that being said, Forge might blow this. At least they're in CONCACAF, so it could be worse. Could be worse. And here we go. Lando, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell starting on softs. Verstappen starting on medium tire. Antonelli, Piastri on soft tires. Hadjar, Behrman, Tsunoda. Hadjar and Tsunoda on medium. Behrman on the soft tire. Interesting. Verstappen starting on a medium tire. That's an interesting call. And we're about to begin with the formation lap. We'll be live here. We're going to be live for Vancouver versus Dallas, and then live for Portland, San Diego, and there'll be a review for that game. And then I'll make the 3 streams for games 3, 4, and 5 of the World Series for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all at 7 p.m. It's funny, the day that's the off day for the Jays is the very much busy day for me. It's kind of hilarious if you think about it. But either way, formation lap about to begin in Mexico City. And we will begin. It is hit 3 o'clock in Mexico City, and we will begin. The formation lap is underway. Lando Norris leads them off, and we will begin. They'll drive a lap of the track, set up in their gear or their grid spots, and then start the race. 71 lap Grand Prix. The Dolphins destroyed the Falcons. The Jets are about to beat the Bengals. Wait, what? The Jets are about to beat the Bengals. There's no way. No way. The Bengals blew it. You gotta be kidding me. They blew it. No, they're, oh my God, they are. Who has the ball? By a point. Formula One, yes. Motorsport, yes. Oh my God, they're actually, no way. Well, it's okay. I'm tired of losing in general. The Leafs suck this year. Tired of losing in general. The Leafs suck this year. Ravens are beating the Bears. I'm not totally surprised. Patriots are beating the Browns. Not totally surprised. Eagles are beating the Giants. I'm not totally surprised. I'll mark these down when they're over. Because the defense has always been that bad. I'm surprised they look competitive with Flacco, to be real. I mean, I know they traded for him for a reason, but he's not. What'd I pick? I picked Denver over Dallas. I picked the Broncos over the Cowboys. They're going through the stadium. I love how they build the track through a stadium. That is just awesome. And now they're getting to their grid slots, and then 5 lights. 5 lights time. The Grand Prix will start with the long dart to turn 1. Lando Norris driving into his grid slot. Pole position for Lando Norris. A very, very good chance for him to take the lead in the World Driver Championship. Verstappen, then Piastri. Piastri is the furthest behind of all 3 contenders. I agree, but it's kind of, I agree around, but they actually build the circuit through the stadium in Mexico City, but just feels like there's more aura there. I'm not saying Miami's track sucks by any means, but feels like there's a little bit more aura for Mexico City. And the safety car is in behind. I'd say that was more built around than through, but I do think they build the paddock in the stadium. So there's 5 lights. It's lights out and away we go in Mexico City, and Lando Norris is speeding ahead of the Ferraris. And Lando is ahead into turn 1. Lando Norris ahead of the Ferrari into turn 1. Max Verstappen wide. Max Verstappen goes wide off the track. Oh no. Lando lost the lead. No, he got it back. He got it back. He got it back. He got it back. Okay, I was worried. I feel like that Ferrari went off the track anyway. That was Charles Leclerc. Okay, Charles Leclerc. I feel like he went off the track. Yeah, fair enough. Lando Norris back in the lead after the first lap. Verstappen in 4th. And was that Fernando Alonso or Lance Stroll? It was Lance Stroll. Lando Norris leads after lap 1. Piastri doesn't look to have gained any positions, but we will see going through the stadium. Yeah. Lap number 2, Lando Norris ahead on lap 2. Verstappen in 4th. Verstappen gains a place. Piastri dropped 2. Piastri dropped 2 places. Verstappen just cut the corner, braked late, cut the grass, at least the position, or give the position back, says George Russell. Piastri down in 9th place. Yeah, Ford's going to lose this game. Lando Norris pushing forward. The Jets just won. The fans are so pissed too. No. Lando Norris World Driver Championship 2025 is back on, baby. Ah! No, I'm not. Lando, we can be world champion, I said. Please, Lando. Come on, Lando. We can be world champion, I said. Come on, Lando. Fastest lap for Charles Leclerc, 123, 141. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, the Ferrari's going to have to lift a coast at some point. Yeah, sure, that's true. I mean, I'll take a Lando Norris Ferrari podium. I would totally take that. That'd be the best podium of the year for me. If Lando's in 1st. I don't really care if Hamilton or Leclerc are in 2nd. Probably be Leclerc, though. And Liam Lawson in the pit. Ah, he got his front wing taken off. I wonder. Okay. Lando's ahead by 1.7 seconds. Yellow flag, track hazard. We don't need a safety car right now. No. Don't do this. Yellow flag in turn 1. Yeah, Lawson must have lost some on his front wing for sure. I mean, if he got replaced, it makes sense. But either way, George Russell, I mean, it's ridiculous. The guy can cut the grass and keep position, no penalty, no nothing. You know we got to spice up the World Driver title hunt. You know we got to do that, right, George? George, savior of the merciless. Lando Norris has the fastest lap now. Yeah, you're in clean air. You better, Lando. I mean, his pace was never the problem. It's his starts. But he had a really good start. I mean, he did lose position, but I feel like Charles Leclerc cut the grass as well. At least he gave his position back, but it doesn't really matter. He's not in the running for the world title. Verstappen could still somehow win a 5th straight world title. And Piastri is heavily bottling it, which is hilarious. Oh, by the way, Piastri's behind Yuki Tsunoda. You ain't a world champion if you can't get past Yuki Tsunoda. If you can't get past Yuki Tsunoda, you are no world champion. If you can't, it's just like baseball. If you can't strike out Andy Pages, you are no world champion. If you can't get past Yuki Tsunoda, you're no world champion. But Lando, like 3 races ago, couldn't get past Yuki Tsunoda. Well, I mean, isn't Oscar supposed to be much better? Isn't he supposed to be this Iceman? Isn't he supposed to be the new Kimi Räikkönen? Isn't he? Isn't he supposed to be that? Because if he is, he shouldn't be behind Yuki Tsunoda. Lando Norris is supposed to be the weakest-minded Formula One driver in history, at least a good one, right? At least that's what Oscars fans love to say, and Mark Webber loves to say, or at least stir the pot and make people say, right? Sure. Yep. Charles went off the grass as well. Yep. Just saying. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Either way, it's okay. They'll make it to the final anyway. They'll beat Calvary or something. So they have to go to Ottawa in the final. I mean, they've won a final in Ottawa before anyway. So you know what? It is what it is. Forge ain't done until they're eliminated. That's the way I see it. It's Forge season. The playoffs are Forge season. Lando Norris still leading. Got squeezed like crazy. No, you drove off the track, Max. It was obvious you drove off the track. What do you mean squeezed? Dude, you drove off the track straight up. Maybe you got squeezed to the curb. If you got squeezed to the curb, and he did it again to Lewis Hamilton. Oh, throws back to 2021. Yeah, no, he did it again. He pushed himself off the track, overtook Lewis. Okay, Max. Wait, whoa. Ollie Behrman is in 3rd place? Okay, now he's in 4th. Okay, I can live with that. Ollie Behrman is above Max Verstappen. What in the hell is going on here? Ollie Behrman? No way. What am I watching? Holy shit. Ollie Behrman. Lando's ahead by 2.1 seconds, and Ollie Behrman's in 4th place. I don't know what I'm watching. Piastri's still 9th, though, so I won't complain. That's a really good points gain for Lando if it stands. Lando will be 9 points ahead of Piastri if this stands. He'll be 10 points ahead if Piastri falls to 10th. If Piastri does not finish in the points, Lando will be ahead by 11 points if he holds 1st place. Go and bottle it. Oh, Max Verstappen went wheel-to-wheel with Lewis. Huh. Feels just like 2021, except he didn't spin him out. I was giving Max so much credit for being more mature last week. It was last week. And then he does 2021 level, push Lewis out of the way, wheel-to-wheel shit. Max! Forgetting the fact you wanted him to do it at the time. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I did want Max to go wheel-to-wheel with Lewis back in 2021. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, so maybe I shouldn't complain. As I said, Mercedes is a very highfalutin elitist organization. and Lewis basically let Toto speak for him. The more I get to see Lewis cool and calm with Ferrari, at least even on the track, the more I like him. I still don't like... Oh, Yuki's still ahead of Oscar. I still don't like Toto Wolff, though. I don't really like George Russell. Hamilton incident, turn 4, failing to follow race director's instructions, escape road instructions noted. Hamilton got pushed off the track by Verstappen, and he's the one who's going to... Okay. Like, that totally makes sense. Oh, I hate the FIA. What a joke. Ah, okay. Let's mark some of these. NFL games. Started the week 1-0 because I had the Chargers beating the Vikings, and they did that. Dolphins beat the Falcons. I was wrong about that. 1-1. Oh, Liam Lawson's out of the race. Liam Lawson's retired from the race. He's out. Bad week for Colorado sports. Yeah, the Buffaloes got smacked. Cincinnati Jets. The Jets actually won a game. Wow. Patriots, Cleveland. Patriots won. Good. Philadelphia beat the Giants. Yep. Sad to see what happened to Cam Scatterbo. So sad. So sad. Buffalo, Carolina. Yeah, they beat the shit out of them. Buffalo beat the shit out of Carolina. I'm not surprised. Chicago, Baltimore. Baltimore beat Chicago, and I actually picked Chicago. Under investigation, Lewis Hamilton for failing to follow the instructions. San Francisco, Houston. Houston beat the 49ers. Damn, I'm having a bad week. Holy Lord. Get the lower one. Get the cheaper one. That seems smarter to me. Like if it's all the same experience, just cheaper for $30, get the cheaper ticket. I don't know what your itinerary looks like besides that, but I'd get the cheaper ticket. If you could have the same experience at Disneyland for a cheaper ticket, you get the cheaper ticket. Now, if there's less you could do, get the higher ticket. My opinion, though. 10 laps in, Lando leads by 2.6 seconds. I've only got, 4 games right. I'm 4-4 this week. Holy shit. So far, that's bad. Holy shit, that's bad this week. I mean, Atlanta, Miami, you understood my thought process. Jets, Cincinnati, you understood my thought process. Should I have picked Baltimore over Chicago? Maybe. Houston, San Francisco looked better than Houston this year. Can you really blame me for 3 of those, though? I don't know. Can you really blame me for 3 of those, though? I don't know. The only one that I probably should have picked better on was Chicago, I guess. Okay. 3 seconds behind Lando is Leclerc. 11 laps in. Yay, Bills, good man. Well, it was Buffalo versus Carolina. What was I supposed to do? Nobody in their right mind was going to pick the Carolina Panthers over the Bills. Oscar Piastri gets ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. Well, good for him. Lando still leads the championship in that case. I think, Oscar would have to finish 5th for Lando to either be tied or not lead after the Grand Prix. Lando leads the championship as long as Piastri doesn't finish 5th or higher. I think so. I think that's the case. Playing forward. Moving on. Three seconds ahead, Lando Norris. You know what? I'm okay that this one's not going to get a review because this seems like Lando's just going to blow past everybody, which you know what? I'm fine with that. Oscar Piastri is 2 seconds behind George Russell. Good. Playing forward, driving forward. Lap number 12 of 71. 71 laps. We're only 10 laps, 60 laps to go. Okay. Lando leads by almost 4 seconds. Bills of Buff Terrio. That's actually clever. You know, that's clever. Clever. 13 laps. I mean, Lando's doing amazingly. The question is, as long will Piastri get to P5? Now, of course, when he pits, I think that would drop him back behind Tsunoda because it's more of how many, once everybody pits, it's about how did they get through, not grid spot. I would think so, unless it's a horrible pit stop, but I would think. Piastri's not 8th yet. We got to see what happens after the pit stop on the second stint. But Lando is driving absolutely just blazing past everybody. He is doing a good job from being on pole. Besides, Leclerc's 4 seconds behind. Lando! Let's go, Lando! Let's go! It's our guy, Lando! Lando! 122, fastest lap for Lando Norris. World where Lando Norris wins the World Drivers' Championship and the Toronto Blue Jays are in the World Series. I love it. Well, it's a 1-1 tie. Who gives a shit? We're still not down to the Dodgers. And besides, who am I kidding? I don't think Tyler Glasnow does that to the Jays, what Yamamoto did. I don't think Ohtani does. And I don't think Snell does much better in his second start. And I think Savage will do better. So, in his second start. So, as long as we could put point being is this. The Toronto Blue Jays, I think they have a very good chance of winning 2 out of 3 in LA, and they have to, because if they don't, they're losing Game 6. The Jays have to win 2 out of 3 in LA. If they don't, the series is over there. I don't care what you say. If there's anybody who can make adjustments to Yamamoto and play better the next time, it would be the Jays. But Yoshi Yamamoto might just be the best pitcher in the world. He might just be the best pitcher in the world. I don't think adjustments matter against that guy. He is the best pitcher in the world right now. So, if we lose a game, if we lose a second game in LA, we're losing the series. That's when I'll be worried. That's when I'll be worried. If we only lose 1 in LA or we win the trophy in LA, I ain't worried. Because guess what? We only lose 1 in LA. That means Yamamoto goes Game 6. If we lose that again, we still go to a Game 7 in Toronto. And that would be Glasnow versus Scherzer with Bassett and everybody but Gosman out of the bullpen. And Glasnow's numbers against the Jays are horrible. Like, I mean, just look at his career numbers against the Blue Jays. So, point is, if the Jays win 2 in LA, I still think we have a good chance to win the World Series. We might drop 2 of the 3 games we drop will be against Yamamoto. And we'll see if Ohtani or Snell could pick one up. That's the Leafs. That's not the Jays. Then again, I can't really test it because the Jays never went to a Game 7 in the World Series. And the Raptors didn't go to a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Now, on their roads to, well, the Jays never went to a Game 7 until this year, the ALCS. And Game 5 technically is a Game 7, so there were no division series back then, no. In 92 and 93. Then they went to Game 5 and smacked around the Rangers. The Jays have never really had Game 5 or 7 heartbreak. Game 5 2015, at least when it was the deciding game. Game 5 2015, bat flip. Game 7 2025, Springer, World Series. Raptors, Game 7, second round 2019. Kawhi shot. And that was it. It was, we beat the Bucks in 6, we beat the Warriors in 6, and I think we beat the Magic in 5. So, if I remember correctly, I know we lost Game 1. That was ugly, but Lando leading by 6 seconds. Okay. And somebody got a penalty. I think Lewis got a penalty for not doing the escape road. 10-second penalty for Lewis Hamilton for not taking the escape road. So, that's just a Leafs thing, if I'm being real. 10-second penalty for Lewis Hamilton for not taking the escape road when he was getting back on track. But 9 seconds between Lewis and Piastri. Oh, shit. Well, that would just drop Hamilton to 9th. Still Piastri would be 7th. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. 7 seconds in. 7 seconds lead for Lando, 17 lap. Yeah, Lando's going to win this Grand Prix heavily. Lando's going to win this Grand Prix heavily. Three MLS games today. We got Chicago versus Philly. We'll keep an eye on that one. Well, not exactly much on stream, but I'll tell you how it went down by the time it's over. Lando Norris, 18 lap lead, 7 seconds and 7.4 seconds. Lando Norris, 0 pit stops, and Carlos Sainz in the pit. The 5.1 second stop. That is horrible. Let me check just in case. Vancouver, Dallas is on MLS Season Pass. Let's see if San Diego, Portland's on Fox if need be. No. Shit. Okay. Why does Season Pass not have a freaking multi-view? I swear to God. But Philadelphia, Chicago's on FS1. Okay, that's just stupid. Who cares? Like, well, you're telling me Portland, San Diego doesn't deserve to be on FS1? Well, what about Vancouver, Dallas? Well, I think they picked the worst game to put on FS1 of the three. I mean, I have season pass, so it doesn't matter, but it's more like, hey, what if Dallas, Vancouver goes to penalties? Or it's not obvious what the score will be when it's time to flip to the Portland stream, you know? Something like that. I mean, I would think the score is going to be obvious, but we'll see. Yeah, might as well leave Fat Mob up. Might as well. All right. Well, we'll be live for both the second two MLS games tonight. Vancouver, Dallas, Portland versus San Diego. We'll review Portland, San Diego when it's over. So that should be fun. We'll see what happens. Verstappen, Hamilton incident under investigation. Collision. Yeah, I'm hearing some people say the AI bubble's going to burst. That's not, well, I don't like that that's news. I don't like that may be the possibility. I mean, it's not good for, I mean, there are probably things that are not, well, it may be good that it's failing, but one thing that's not good for is longevity science. And that's what I care about the most. So AI being a failure is not good for quicker longevity breakthroughs and longevity science and longevity science. So AI is not the superpower companies thought it was. Lando's ahead by 10 seconds. You love to see it. I want to see a lot of breakthroughs on the longevity science side of things, which that's definitely, AI definitely helps that. I think we're getting closer to a lot of breakthroughs on longevity and health span. Well, that they get what they deserve. If they want to write storylines with AI, they get what they deserve. I'm honestly still pissed off about that. The Jets beat the Bengals. I know we talked about it. I cannot believe it. But Lando leads by 10 seconds. We have a 10-second penalty for the incident turn 4 with Verstappen. We don't agree. Hamilton's engineer, Adami, says to him. Yeah, I'll agree with that. But my point is there are positive things about AI that if the bubble does burst, there are things that is not good for. AI bursting is not good for. There are things that it is good for, like this AI slop on YouTube where it's like every fan base explained or whatever the shit. I'm glad in that case. This Sora AI shit that, like, if there was no watermark, they could fool anybody with those Sora videos. Like, somebody, like, let me tell you something. If Sora AI was like, we're going to take the watermark off those Sora videos, you legit could deep fake the shit out of people. Like, do you realize how much evil Sora could be used for? Like, Sora AI legit could be, if they had no watermark, like, the good thing about Sora is, like, there's a giveaway. It's the watermark. If they had no watermark, like, people could use Sora for evil and just trying to just ruin anybody by deep faking people. It's nuts. And I don't like it. Kimi Antonelli going to pit. I don't like it, frankly. Like, that's even worse. Like, trying to use AI to make somebody look bad. Like, if Sora had no watermark, like, with how good that generates videos, dude, that could be used for so much evil, it's not even funny. Piastri up to 7th with the pit stop. But again, there are things with AI that are good. Piastri is now 5 points. 5 points behind Lando. Hamilton boxing now and taking his penalty and then getting his tire changed. So Piastri's now up to 6. Warships landed in fighter jets. Yeah, shit's about to go down. But again, like, I can't tell you what's going down. All I know is shit's going down. I know as much about as you know. I agree. If they are going to be there, I agree. No further action for the Verstappen-Hamilton collision. Piastri up to 6. Hamilton down to 10th with his 10-second penalty and 3.5 to get his tire changed. Down to 14th. Jesus Christ. But, like, there are things about AI that are good. Again, what AI does with longevity, science, and health span, and life extension, and all things like that, and AGI being part of that, and the singularity being part of that's a good thing. But there are things that are not. Yeah. But again, I'll use life extension and longevity science and all that health span as a helping it as part of its purposes, good purposes. Piastri boxing. Lando leads by 11 seconds. Ahead of Verstappen by 13. Well, as long as they get old, they don't give a shit about losing the war. Yeah. Like, I won't lie. I did look at the inspiration tab. I always do just for laughs sometimes, you know. But there was actually some good ideas last time. Like, there was an idea where Canada after 2026, like, if I wanted an extra video to make, I could be like, I can make that video myself. Like, I don't need AI to script it for me, but that's actually a good idea. So if I do that idea, full disclosure, if I do a video after the World Cup saying, where does Canada go from here, whether it's good or bad, I scripted that whole, if there is a script, which probably not, it's off the top of my head as normal. But the only thing I did was 7-8 months earlier, I saw the idea on the freaking idea tab, and I'm like, that's a good idea. I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. Inspiration tab. But that was the main one, was like, what's next for Canada? That was like the main one that I really liked. A lot of them, and I mean, I look at their like hooks and body paragraphs. They're somewhat badly researched and they're somewhat behind at times, but that actually was a really good idea. Like, where does Canada go from here post 2026? That was a really, really, really good idea. So if I do a video about it, Piastri ahead of Albon in 12th after the pit stop. Of course, Lando's going to have to pit as well, but that we're going to see. Three nothing Cowboys. But, like, I sometimes look at the inspiration tab just for, like, that's hilarious type stuff. Brandon Aubrey, easy for him. He's so good. 13 seconds ahead of Leclerc for Lando. Sainz was speeding in the pit lane. That's like the easiest rule not to break. 3-0 Colts. Like, that's the easiest rule not to break. Speeding in the pit lane. What the hell? Like, it's like, you know you shouldn't do it. You have a pit limiter. Press it. How do you break that rule? Like, I swear, man. How do you break that rule? I don't get it. Like, you have a pit limiter button on your wheel. It takes the speed down to 80 kilometers an hour, right? Or whatever. How do you break that rule speeding in the pit lane? Well, you press the button too late. You know when to press the button. Lando Norris leads by 14 seconds. Lando's building up a lead so much. 5-second time penalty for Carlos Sainz, speeding in the pit lane. How do you... Oh, my God. I don't think they will. And Hülkenberg is retired. He's out of the race. Hülkenberg is out of the race. Retired. I'm not even sure what happened to him. Damn Sauber. They didn't even show it on TV, so I don't even know what happened to him. Suspension, I guess. We'll find out. Problem. Like, I don't think Columbus is good enough this year to beat Cincinnati in the playoffs. Like, I know I can't trust Cincinnati as far as I can throw them when it comes to playoff games, but I don't think Cincinnati, I don't think Columbus is that good this year. Unless Wesamabu Ali's back, but I don't think he is. So, I'm clear. I think he was out basically for the rest of the season. Yoshinobu Yamamoto pitched a complete game. 1-run complete game for the Dodgers against the Blue Jays. The Dodgers won 5-1 because Yoshinobu Yamamoto absolutely dominated the Jays. And the worst part about it is the Jays were getting hits off Yamamoto early, and they scratched home a run. Then Yamamoto retired 20 straight. No joke. Like, it got horrible. Like, he locked in. Like, he started shaky, then locked in. Like, that's even more demoralizing. Like, he's the best pitcher in the world right now. But if you don't hit him within the first 3 innings, you ain't going to hit him. Because he's going to make adjustments and make you look stupid with his little notebook. I cannot stand seeing that Yoshi Hammer freaking gif. My God, I've seen that way too much in the past 24 hours, I swear. I would agree with that. Weirdly enough, I would agree with that. I still don't think it's a good chance, but I would agree with that. Like, you have a 5% chance to upset San Diego. They have like a 2% chance to upset Cincinnati over 3 games. I didn't say it was good. I just said you have a better chance. I remember that night I was out having fun at the Christmas parade in Denver. I came to your stream on my way to the light rail, and then Cincy blew it. One of the most memorable nights of all time for me. I even remember my outfit, too. Yeah, I cannot believe that happened in the Eastern Conference Final. That was the nuttiest stuff ever. I'm like, oh, Cincinnati's going to MLS Cup. Columbus just, boom. Drop of a hat just said, oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. Yep, nope. Yeah, that was memorable. Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. "30 laps for Lando on his tires." See when he pits. About 42, 48. Well, that's the medium pit window. Did Hadjar? Oh, Piastri got ahead of Hadjar. Okay. Lando's going to try to get as far ahead as he can before he pits. Probably about, if he gets ahead by about 20 seconds, 25 seconds, he might not even have to worry about Charles Leclerc when he pits. He might just come back out to, yeah. Lando's ahead by 7 if he holds, and Piastri is still 8th at the end of the Grand Prix. Lando's got to get ahead a little bit more to make sure the pit stop doesn't even really take. It'll take a bit out of his, well, take a lot out of his lead, but he would still be in the lead. But Leclerc still has to stop. Verstappen, Tsunoda's in 4th. What the hell did that happen? Okay. Leclerc boxing now to prevent the undercut, I'm guessing. Or prevent the overcut, I should say. But Leclerc going to box. I think he missed pit lane. Call me crazy. I think he missed pit lane. Touchdown Broncos. Wait, what? 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 Oh, no, that's Hamilton behind him. I'm like, did Piastri get lapped? What the hell? Oaxaca. Oh, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Makes a little bit more sense. Okay. That feels like, yeah, that feels like cartoonish. Like, hold on. Like that, a rooster on top of a donkey feels like a Family Guy gag when they're in Mexico. Like, Leclerc down to 3rd. Verstappen behind Lando at 28 seconds. Oh, well, thank you, Leclerc. That's helpful. But, like, yeah, no, that's more like, yeah, that sounds like a Family Guy gag while they're in Mexico. So that's what I mean by that. Sounds about right. That's all I meant by that, by the way, to be clear. Broncos. Yeah, touchdown Broncos. Lol. I picked the Broncos to beat the Cowboys, so. But the Cowboys' offense is amazing. Yeah, but the Broncos are actually a good team. Commanders had their quarterback injured. They've been going through hell injury-wise, which is sad because you know what? I thought the Commanders would be a really good team this year. I thought they actually were going to build on the NFC title game run. No. I didn't say they'd win the East, but I thought they could build on it. And no, they're going through injury hell, and they seem to have a NFC title game hangover. And Jaden Daniels is hurt twice. Like, I hate it for the Commanders, really, but they just haven't seemed to punch up, so to speak, you know? They haven't seemed to really punch up when it comes to Verstappen. Lando's ahead of Verstappen, 28 seconds. If Lando pit now, I think he'd still be first by like 5 seconds. Like, yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about anybody. He'd still be first place. He'd definitely lower his lead, but he would be first place. if he pitted by now. If he pitted about 35-second lead, same. Maybe that's what they're trying to get him to. Leclerc, of course, is 38 seconds behind. Verstappen is 28. Verstappen still needs to pit. Oh, like one I have? I've never hit people with a tennis fly zapper, but I don't want to shock anybody. But well, there you go. Now, of course, spiders and flies I've hit with it, and I freaking pop them with lightning until they freaking explode. I've done that once. But Piastri up to 7th over Tsunoda. Lando's going to pit. On medium tire, should take him the whole way to 71 laps. So 37 laps. 37 laps for Lando with new tires, medium tire. I'm going to guess. It's McLaren. It'll probably be the mediums. Lando Norris in the pits. Has a good stop. 10 seconds. 2.6 second stop for Lando. In the pit lane. Lando should still be first place. Verstappen behind by 8 seconds. Lando ahead by 8. Leclerc behind 9. So Lando still leads after the... Well, that's bullshit. You might have got a worse one, because I know, like, when we first bought that zapper, like back, 7, 8 years ago, after my dad put freaking batteries in it, he put his finger on it while having it on. So he zapped himself. So that must be better than yours. Unless it's like old, really old. You might need to change the batteries. Just to be clear, you might need to do that. That might also be the case. Either way. And no, by the way, again, to be clear, my dad zapped himself. He put his finger on it while pressing the button. So that was him. As I said, I didn't zap nobody. He zapped himself. To be clear. To be absolutely clear. He did that himself. It was $9 for 2. Okay, no, that's shit then. That's shit then. Okay, yeah. No, I think I understand why now. $9 for 2, yeah. Touchdown Colts. Oh, Lord. And that looks like Fernando Alonso's retiring from the race. That's 3 cars retired. Dude, he didn't even get touched either. So that's 3 retirements. I know. I think I saw you post about it. If I'm correct. Somewhere. On your story. Oh. George Russell just took a shot at Ferrari and Haas. Ay. 37th lap. Lando leads by 10 seconds. Pits, it still leads by 10 seconds. And Verstappen will need to pit, by the way. Verstappen will need to pit as well. He is not pit. Verstappen is not pit. He is the one of the 4 who have not. Franco Colapinto, Alex Albon, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen will have to pit, so he will drop. Lando will lead by 6 plus 9. 16 seconds. Lando will lead by 16 seconds once Verstappen pits. Absolutely destroyed. Almost Halloween. It's almost the holiday season. You know what's funny? 2 for 4, bought 2 bottles. Speaking of, turns out, at least where I am, the Christmas tree cakes are out. Because there were some on the table when I walked up there. So Christmas tree cakes are out instead of zebra cakes. I mean, Christmas tree cakes are good, but I think it's either or. Like if it's time for Christmas tree cakes, the zebra cakes are not there. Because they're the same thing, except one's shaped like a Christmas tree. Like they don't make both. Unless I'm crazy, I don't think they make both. Like when one's out, then when it's time for the Christmas tree, it's Christmas tree. And then when it's the other 11 months of the year, it's zebra cakes. As far as I know. Either way. I don't think I've ever seen both on the shelves at the same time. 39 laps. Homemade. Homemade Philadelphia sour cream ice cream. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Oh. Que cazzo. Que schifo. Que schifo. That is, well, at least it's not. Que schifo. Que cazzo sour cream is. This is what is wrong with this country. This is what is wrong with this country. What? Sour cream. What? Que schifo. Que schifo. This is what is wrong with this country. And Verstappen has pitted. So, there you go. Verstappen is pitted. Bortoleto is pitted. Albon and Colapinto have not, but doesn't matter. They're going to finish. They will, but... And Verstappen, Lando leads by 17 seconds. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's sad to see how Cam Scattaboo got hurt. I think Cam Scattaboo is an amazing player. It's funny. Like, I've been a fan, like, as a player, I've been a fan of Cam Scattaboo since he absolutely torched Mississippi State last year. I'm like, this kid's good. Like, I know I should be pissed, but this kid is just different. He's just different. And you could tell how different he was because look what State did to Arizona State about 2 months ago without him. So, but Cam Scattaboo is just a damn good player, and I hate to see that he broke his ankle. That's what it looks like. Dude tried to get up and just sub out and tried to play on it. Like, he tried. Dude's tough. Like, it sucks to see him hurt. Yeah, the problem with the Cowboys is their offense might be good, but they traded their best defensive player, basically absolutely weakened their defense because Jerry Jones got his ego checked. $18-second lead for Lando with 31 laps to go. Touchdown Broncos. Yeah, I said the Broncos would beat the Cowboys. Looks about right. I pretty much called it. Wait, Ollie Behrman might be on the podium. Holy shit. Russell, you better hold back Piastri. I swear to God. Or Max Verstappen better get in front of Piastri. Either or, please. Let's just say the Cowboys are bipolar. I mean, their offense is amazing. Their defense sucks. Because, let's be real, Jerry Jones got his ego checked. Jerry Jones got his ego checked by Michael Parsons. He was like, trade him. Sean Payton let him Bo cook this defense today. Let Bo sling it. I mean, it's the freaking Cowboys. What do you expect? Piastri is 4/10 behind Russell. I'm going to need Verstappen to drive up to P6. Come on, Max. Max Verstappen. I need Max Verstappen to finish ahead of Piastri, so Piastri doesn't get to P5 and at least still have, you know what I mean, be ahead of Lando. I'm still annoyed how Max didn't get a penalty for pushing Lewis wide and Lewis gets a penalty for going wide. It feels like 2021 all over again. Feels like 2021 all over again. And this time I actually am defending Lewis. I'd still prefer Max to win over Oscar if Lando can't, but Lando could lead the World Drivers' Championship if he holds on and Piastri doesn't finish 5th. Come on. I do not need Piastri finishing 5th. No. No. 2021 MLS Cup. That's not what I meant. I was talking about the 2021 F1 season. When Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton probably had the best title battle in history. It doesn't make sense how Max has done too dangerous stuff. He goes wide a couple of times, doesn't get a penalty. The FIA just pulling his pants down, go do what you want. It's fine. The FIA sucks ass. Have we not cleared that up yet? The FIA doesn't know what it's doing. It doesn't know what it's doing. And besides, I think they want a 3-way title race. Like, I legitimately believe. Now, you could say Mexico City ruined that to a certain extent. But I legitimately believe, and this may be absolutely crazy, I legitimately believe that the FIA wants a 3-way title race. Like, I believe that 100%. And if you penalize Max, that means he's out of it because he's got to be, even if he, if he doesn't recover much more, he's probably out of it too. And it's really just Lando and Piastri, which is where we were back in, July? Except Lando's leading this time. Lando might actually win this World Drivers' Championship. He might. Helping the other side? What? You do realize if you help the other side, he's going to... Okay. Whatever. Sorry for going on a rant. I'm just so annoyed. I understand it. I agree with you, but I don't think it's because he's the defending world champion. I think it's because they want a 3-way title race. That's why I think. But either way. By the way, not surprised. They're on fire right now. If you are American, Formula One is moving to Apple TV next year. If you have an Apple TV Plus subscription, which I guess you don't have to if you have MLS Season Pass, but I do. I don't really pay attention to how tan Tony Romo gets. If you have an Apple TV Plus subscription with the Season Pass, you will be able to watch Formula One, every Formula One race, practice, quali next season. And I think it connects to F1 TV Premium while you have Apple TV Plus. And I would think that means you get to watch any old race you choose as well, if you wanted to. Or F2, F3, F1 Academy. If you don't watch it on YouTube, we'll see what they do with that. But it's going to be... So starting next year, it's going to be on Apple TV. And since I have Apple TV Plus with the Season Pass, that's nice. But yes, for the next 5 years. And I think globally, it might. Reason why it's 5 years is all the other TV agreements are coming up in 2030. So I would believe that Apple TV, if it goes well, they'll get it worldwide in 2030. So just my opinion. I would think so. I don't have a 4K TV though, so even downstairs. Well, if we change it, but either way, or even when it's downstairs. Piastri will drop down to second by 3 points if he holds sixth place. When Lando wins, he will lead the championship by 3. Verstappen, 310. Russell, 264. Not that it matters. But Mangold passed away from kidney disease. Yeah, it's so sad to hear. Mangold, amazing offensive lineman for the Jets. Legend, tough guy, hard player, good man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to a legend. Pray for his soul. We pray for his family. We pray for him and his salvation with the Lord. Amen. I'm watching. Lando's leading by 20 seconds if you're talking about the Formula One Grand Prix. What else can I say? I'm more worried about where does Piastri finish. Lando's going to win this race. Ollie Behrman's on the podium, though. That's crazy. Like, right now, Ollie Behrman's going to be on the podium. No joke. He's leading. He's behind Russell. Russell's behind him by 2 seconds. But George, savior of the merciless. Verstappen is a second behind Hamilton. Then he'll be 3 seconds behind Piastri if he could get past Hamilton. $46. Because Formula One broadcasts 4K, makes sense to make it 4K on Apple TV, but nobody knows if Apple TV are going to use the Sky Sports coverage like they do ESPN, TSN. It seems to me they're going to use the Formula One TV coverage. They're going to use the international feed, it seems, from what I've heard. Which I don't... Normally I'm watching them like this, so it doesn't matter to me. It's muted. And it doesn't look different. I mean, if you watch the F1 channel, they use the international feed for the old races. So, doesn't exactly feel different to me when I do hear the commentary. So, 2 seconds behind Piastri is Hamilton, 7 seconds, 0.7 seconds behind Hamilton's Verstappen. Piastri radio. We still read the radio messages. Yeah, because I can read. 48 laps. But again, I don't have a 4K TV. The TV I'm watching on now is not 4K. The TV in the living room that's going to go downstairs in the new place is not a 4K TV. I do not have a 4K TV, so it does not matter to me. If I had a 4K TV, I'd hope it's 4K. I do not have a 4K TV. Verstappen has got past Hamilton. He's chasing Piastri for 6. Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Hold him off, Kimmy. Hold him off, Kimmy. Max Verstappen. I know we were complaining about Max, but I do not want Oscar to win this world title. I'd rather it be, I want it to be Lando Verstappen, Oscar. I want Oscar to bottle it. Whether it's to Max, I prefer Lando, but I'm okay if he bottles it to Max. Very much harder now with how today's going, but let Lando get first place, Oscar. Or Max. Hamilton's going box again. Wait, what? What the hell's going on with Ferrari? Oh, God. Not again. Ferrari being Ferrari. Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Antonelli's boxing. Oh, Piastri's pitting again. Okay, good. Okay, good. He's on soft tires. So Piastri a two-stopper. I would hope Lando doesn't pit again. Piastri in 6 out of the pit. Ocon gets ahead of him. That's just crazy. Okay, we'll take it. Okay. No. I'll say good words about the man. I'll send my prayers. I'll send my love, but I'm not buying a Jets jersey. I'm not buying a Jets jersey. Even if it's a classic, I'm not buying a Jets jersey. That's just too far. That's just too far. George Russell going to pit. Ollie Behrman pitting. Russell pitting. Well, that means Piastri's going to... Damn it. Heartbroken. You want a hug for that Blue Jays loss? No, I'm good. I'm good. Piastri 7th. Behrman 4th for stopping in 3rd. Damn, I was like, damn, I thought we were going to get an Ollie Behrman podium. No, we aren't. I hope they don't pit Lando. 50 laps. I hope they don't pit Lando again. Well, at least Real Madrid won. This two-stopper kind of scares me, I won't lie. I meant a New York Jets jersey. When I said we were talking about the New York Jets in Mangold, not the Winnipeg Jets. I would wear a Winnipeg Jets sweater for sure. I'm okay with that. I do not like the New York Jets. I hate the New York Jets, frankly. But the Winnipeg Jets, they're good in my book. Unless they're playing the Blues. Piastri will be down by 3 points if Lando wins this race and Piastri holds 6 or 7. 6-7, 6-7. Hold him off, George. But no, I mean, I'm fine with wearing a Winnipeg jersey. A sweater. I'm fine with that. Depends on player-wise. I'm not sure who it'd be. Kyle Connor, probably. Hamilton up to 8. Probably Kyle Connor jersey, if I had to choose. Ehlers doesn't play there anymore, so Patriots 6-2. Best start since the Brady era. I'm happy. Really, not even 2021. I thought that was a pretty good season until it went south. 20 laps to go. Lando leads the Grand Prix. And also, yeah, by the way, my Jamaican friends, y'all better be preparing at the very least or evacuating from Hurricane Melissa. This is going to be a bad, 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 bad time. It's going to be a Cat 5 when it makes landfall, most likely. But it doesn't really matter if it's just barely a Cat 5 or at the tip top of Cat 4. It really doesn't matter. It's going to be an ugly, ugly storm. I'm praying for y'all. I'm praying for y'all to stay safe, but frankly, if you get out, get out. If you get out, get out. I don't think preparing is going to do much good. Just preparing and boarding up ain't going to do much good here. If you get out, get out. Like, I know I'm the guy who's like, I wish I could pull a Jim Cantori for strong hurricanes. Like, yeah, I want to chase hurricanes, but if I was to protect myself, I'd get out. That's just my opinion. That's just what I would do. Like, if I'm chasing it, yeah, I mean, I'd gladly. I know coming from me, it's crazy for me to say. Like, I know coming from me, it's like, why would you say evacuate if you want to be in the middle of a hurricane like Jim Cantori? Chasing it and protecting yourself are two different things. And knowing how to be safe while chasing is a whole different thing. But yeah, no, get the hell out. Frankly, that's the way I would go with it. Like, they only said the hurricane force winds extend out about 30 miles from the center. That'll hit most of the island. When it comes to hurricane force winds. Behrman and Russell. Russell chasing Behrman. Frankly, I hope Russell doesn't catch up on Behrman because that's not good for Lando. Oh, Piastri's 3.9 seconds behind Russell. Okay. 53 laps. But again, 53 laps down, 71 is how many they have to go. The 63, 18 laps to go. Lando leads by 25 seconds. Dear God. Like, what's with, I swear, man. The crazy thing about Formula One this year is it seems like if you get ahead at turn one, the clean air is absolutely dominant. Like, if you're in clean air, you're going to win the race by 10, 15 seconds. Like, it just feels... Dude, I don't even... I may be misremembering, but it doesn't even feel like 23 Red Bull did that. Like, I feel like even though it was never close, at least the seconds felt closer when it came to the 23 Red Bull. I don't know. This just feels like if you're leading, like, the clean air just feels faster this year. I don't know how to put it. It just feels like when you're in clean air and you're leading, if you get past turn one leading, you're just away. You're gone. Like, that's just what it feels like this year. I don't... Like, I'd like to see the margins, like, again, like, every race, I'd like to see the margins of victory. I don't think any of them were under 10 seconds. Monaco, if Monaco was, that's an outlier. That race is shit. I don't want to talk about Monaco. Monaco does not matter. Whatever happened in Monaco does not count. That does not count. Monaco is a waste of time. That's what it is. I know. I know it is. It's still a horrible race. Like, it's still absolutely horrible. Especially, like, the Grand Prix. Like, quali's amazing. But once you see quali and see how the grid looks, you're probably going to get that as a result. Like, like, these cars are too big for Monaco. That's the problem. Like, I don't even know if I want to go to Monaco, really. Like somebody's like, hey, you want to go to Monaco to see the Monaco Grand Prix? I'm like, what? Sit on your boat? What? What, you want us to watch it by the swimming pool chicane? Could be a little bit different because the car's a little bit smaller going to Monza next year. Nice. Like, I hope it's different. Like, I'll give it a chance. But this era's cars, maybe the last two eras, it's been bad. I'll give it a chance next year, though, with the way the cars look. They do look a little bit smaller. I think it might just be enough for overtaking. Might. And honestly, I think the two-stop made it even worse. And I'm going to be real. I think the mandatory two-stop made it even worse. The most entertaining part about Monaco this year was when George Russell went postal. Lando leads by 26 seconds, but either way. Like, if I was going to go to a Grand Prix, let me tell you the ones I would love to go to. I would love to go to Montreal, the Canadian Grand Prix. I would love to go to Suzuka, Japan. Oh, Sainz sped in the pit lane again. Drive-through penalty. Canadian Grand Prix, Suzuka, and Japan. I would love to go to Abu Dhabi. I think the Abu Dhabi Yas Marina circuit is amazing. Silverstone is a nice circuit, but that's more the history. Like, it's a good history. It's a good circuit with amazing history. Like, if you're going to be a Formula One fan, if you got the chance to go to Silverstone, you have to go. Like, you have to. But at least it's a good race. It's not like Monaco. Like, Silverstone has the history, but there is good racing when it comes to the British Grand Prix. So, there's a difference. But, like, you have to go. Like, I would love to go to Silverstone just because of the history. Like, you have to. And the fact it's actually a good race most of the time. But, you know. Monaco, Silverstone, and Monza. Monza would be nice. Weirdly enough, I would like to go to Barcelona, Catalunya. That seems like a good track. I hate that the Spanish Grand Prix is going to Madrid. I hate it. I don't like it. I mean, like, European road circuits, like one-time built per year road circuits are crazy. Like, that's just no. I'm glad Barcelona's still on the calendar as its own thing. I am, but I don't know how long that'll be for. But Madrid having its own, like, doing this Madrid Grand Prix with a city circuit, just not in Europe. You have enough circuits. Like, I get Miami, I get Vegas, I get Mexico City, I get all that. But Madrid? Like, Europe should have purpose-built circuits. Like, that's the thing. Street circuits are more like, hey, we're going to bullshit some in Miami because, you know, America. Or we're going to bullshit some in LA. That would be hilarious, by the way. Like, if they tried to do a LA Grand Prix, that would be absolutely hilarious. Like, that would be, like, yeah, no, like, was it the 405 or whatever? Yeah, like, yeah, just put the freaking Grand Prix on the 405 in LA or some. Britain 2 Grand Prix Silverstone and Brands Hatch. Well, yeah. I would also love to see the Top Gear track. I'm joking, kind of. All we know is he's called the Stig. The Top Gear test track. I'm joking, kind of. I'm joking, kind of. With that being said, Piastri is a 0.5 second behind Russell. Behrman in fourth, Verstappen in third, which doesn't really surprise me at all. 60th lap, getting to 60 laps, getting to the final 11 laps of the Grand Prix. No review for this because I don't know if I have enough time to make the review. Well, I probably would, but we'll just go straight to the MLS when it comes down to 6:30. I'll take like a 2-hour break and be back for the Vancouver-Dallas game. Something like that. I would love to see Canada have a couple of Grand Prix track as well. Have one in Montreal, the other one in Vancouver. I would love to see one in Toronto. Like, I know Toronto has a track and they're doing an IndyCar. They're moving it to Markham. But I would like to see the IndyCar track kind of get expanded a little bit as a street circuit. Toronto could do an F1 race. Like, hell, you could use the IndyCar street circuit and mess with it a little bit and maybe put a little bit more on the streets of Toronto and do that. Like, if you can make a street circuit, the freaking Las Vegas Strip, you can make one in Toronto. Build off the IndyCar track and deal with it from there. Like, it would have to be Toronto proper. Oh, no. Oscar Piastri ahead of George Russell. And George Russell is leading Piastri, or George Russell is behind Piastri. And that is, Lando will not lead the World Drivers' Championship at the end of the night. Yeah, not bad. Russell's behind by 6:59. And Piastri is going to lead the Drivers' Championship. Hell. That sucks. Oh, no, he's only behind by a point. Oh, if he holds fifth place. Oh, if he's fourth place. If Piastri's fourth place, Lando would not be leading. Piastri would lead by 1. Behrman, you better hold the hell on. You better hold the hell on. Behrman, you better hold the hell on. Touchdown, Cowboys. Okay, so Lando would still be leading as long as Piastri doesn't get above 5th. Okay. If he gets past Behrman, Piastri will lead the world title by a point. Good overtake by Oscar. 14:10. 10 laps to go. Behrman leads by... Oh, he's behind Piastri. He's behind... Oh. Piastri's behind Behrman by 2 seconds. Yeah, Behrman's going to get overtaken. Yeah, Behrman's going to get overtaken. He is. Piastri's behind by 3 seconds. Come on, Behrman. Hold the hell on, man. Hold on, Behrman. Hold on, Ollie. Hold on, Ollie. Lando will lead the world title by a point if Piastri does not get 4th place. Lando's done his part. Piastri's trying to fight his way. Into 4th place. Come on, Ollie. I just need you to finish ahead of Oscar. Come on. Three seconds behind Behrman is Piastri. Lando leads by 30 seconds with 8 laps to go. And Antonelli's going to get in front of George. He's 3 seconds behind Piastri with 8 laps to go. Keep that pace, Ollie. Keep that pace. But if Piastri was to get 4th place, Lando would only be behind by a point. Like, that's the closest he's ever been. This whole, well, ever since he lost the lead, that's the closest he's ever been. So, you live with it. You live and you learn. Still got 4 to go. $63 laps. 64th lap. Piastri is behind by 2.5 seconds. Behrman. Yuki Tsunoda pulls ahead of the V-carb. That would be Hadjar. Verstappen radio this insane stint, Max. Just finish it off. 29-second lead for Lando Norris. .33 seconds for Piastri behind Behrman. Damn, Lando was so close to leading the world championship at the end of the day, but Piastri might just still be ahead by a point. Piastri, Verstappen is 3 seconds behind Lando. Piastri is 2 seconds behind Behrman. 6 laps. Well, it's going to be for Lando. 1.88 seconds for Piastri. Dear God. Blue flags. 1.810 seconds Piastri behind Behrman. This is going to get ugly quickly. This is going to get ugly quickly. But Lando is points, just a point away, single digits away from Oscar. Yeah. Ferrari's back in second, the Constructor Championship by a point. I mean, good for Ferrari. PI on the Cowboys, Broncos in the red zone. Piastri 1.7 seconds behind. Now he's 1.8. Losing a little bit of pace, Oscar. 66 laps of 71. 5 laps to go. Pick up some pace, Ollie. Pick up the pace, Ollie. He's going to have to defend for about, what? 4 laps. Heavy defense. Verstappen is only behind Leclerc by 2.4 seconds. Free laps. 1.3 seconds for Piastri behind Behrman. Getting to 67. 67, 67th lap. Lando leads by 30 seconds, give or take. He's going to win the Grand Prix. The question is will Leclerc be in second? And the question is will Lando be able to hold on to first in the World Championship with the help of Ollie Behrman by a point, but it's still something. Oscar Piastri has done a lot of damage control today. Oscar Piastri's done a lot of damage control today. 68 lap. Ollie Behrman will win driver of the day. If he flips the world championship, you did the 6-7 thing. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just did. I don't know. I don't know. How do you do, fellow kids? How do you do? 68th lap. 3 laps to go. Ollie Behrman ahead of Piastri by 1.17 seconds. Piastri is hunting him down like a dog. Come on, Ollie! 1.047 seconds. Piastri is not in DRS. Come on, Ollie! Hold the hell on, Ollie. Do not get hunted down like a dog. Do not get hunted down like a dog. He's trying. Do not let him hunt you down like a dog. Touchdown Broncos. 68 lap. Getting to 69, which that's also a nice number. Hold the hell on, Ollie. Let Lando lead the world driver title going to next race. Oh, Piastri's almost in DRS. If you let him have DRS, I don't like your chances. Luckily, just out of it when he hit the zone. 3 laps to go. 69th lap. Nice. Ollie Behrman, 4th place. Piastri, 5th. Verstappen, 3rd. Chasing down Leclerc. He might hunt him down like a dog. Leclerc in 2nd. Lando leads by 30 seconds. Lando's going to win the Grand Prix. The question is will Verstappen be standing next to him in 2nd? And will Piastri still be leading the World Driver Championship on the end of this Grand Prix? Very likely it'll be by a point. Evander Holyfield's going to wave the flag. That's pretty cool. Former World Heavyweight Champion Evander Holyfield. Oscar gets DRS. Come on, Ollie. Oscar got DRS and couldn't pull the overtake. '69th lap. Ollie Behrman still ahead of Piastri. 2 laps to go. It's lap 70. Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, Behrman, Piastri. Yellow flag, track hazard. Ooh. Well, I'll take a virtual safety car. Signs. Yellow flag, turn 12, turn 13. Piastri ahead or behind by 681. Getting to the final lap. Piastri down by a second. Ollie's going to finish 5th. Please tell me you're not. Piastri behind by 1.15 on the final lap. Virtual safety car. Well, Sainz is not moving. Sainz's car is not moving. Virtual safety car. So the race will finish under the virtual safety car, which means Lando Norris will lead the world championship at the end of the day. He will win the race. Leclerc cannot be overtaken. Verstappen finishes 3rd. Behrman will finish 4th. And Piastri will be out of 1st place when it comes to the Grand Prix or the World Driver Championship. The final lap, lap 71, under the virtual safety car, means Lando will win by 41 seconds. Verstappen just barely not being able to hunt down Leclerc like a dog. Same thing with Piastri on Behrman. Piastri will not be able to hunt Behrman down like a dog. And once that checkered flag is waved, Sainz is out of the race. Once that checkered flag is waved, Lando Norris will come home winning the Mexican Grand Prix and being in the lead of the World Driver Championship. Lando Norris is going to be leading the World Championship. When he comes down the line, he will be leading the World Championship. Virtual safety car is ending, but I don't think there's enough time for Piastri to hunt Behrman down like a dog, but Verstappen could still hunt down Leclerc like a dog. Verstappen's right on his ass. And Lando Norris is going to win the Mexican Grand Prix. Lando Norris has won the Mexican Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc. Will Behrman hold on? Charles Leclerc is going to come home 30 seconds behind. Behrman ahead of Piastri. I can barely see him. 71st lap. Leclerc ahead of Verstappen. Verstappen almost got him, but it's Leclerc, then Verstappen. Behrman. Can he hold? Behrman. Can he hold off Piastri? If he does, Lando is the leader. Lando leads the World Championship. Piastri in 5th means he's going down to 2nd. Well done, Behrman. Well done. Lando Norris wins from pole, wire to wire, and he is the World Driver Championship leader thanks to Ollie Behrman. Oscar Piastri's behind by a point. Lando Norris leads the World Championship. $25 points for Lando. 342, 352, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. 357 for Lando. Oscar Piastri. He finished 5th. That means he got 12 points. 5th place means 12 points or 10 points. 5th place means 10 points. That means he's 342 or 356. Lando leads by a point. Lando leads the world title by a point with 4 to go. We'll take it. Ferrari second, the World Constructors Championship as well. We'll take it. Ollie Behrman has given Lando the World Championship lead. There's still 4 races to go. But with that being said, Lando has led the World Championship finally. He has got the lead of the World Championship over Oscar Piastri. What can he do over the last 4 races to hold? Lando, he got it. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you at 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 Eastern for Vancouver Whitecaps versus FC Dallas. And then we'll be live for Portland, San Diego after that. And then we'll review that game. So we'll be on our way. I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya. Top 3, Verstappen, Leclerc, or Lando, Leclerc, Verstappen. Verstappen in 3rd, Lando, or Leclerc 2nd, Lando 1st. Behrman just gave Lando the world title lead. See you later. I'm out. Peace.